Alright, so we turned all that stuff on. And then, I don't know, I bought a gym. Alright? We bought a gym again. And we, we just kept buying a gym. I don't know what else to tell them about how that's going to be functional for people to survive for a long time. And how many times we've had to do this in so many ways. And it just is a really good idea to invest in some iron, all right, and use things that are like that because those are neutral. Those are things that are more neutral to people, and then that's something they can actually return to, and it's not degenerative. All right, we can generate iron, um, but then we also have to, obviously remain neutral. All right, and that becomes a pain in the butt, when there are a lot of things that go on that are not so neutral to people, and then we have environments where they would be at, um, and it is not a perfect world, all right. And then it's even less of a perfect world when there's a bunch of things around that are not necessary, or they are becoming, if something is considered unsanitary or people are sharing things they aren't supposed to be sharing, then that becomes a problem. All right, meaning we can't mess with some sharp stuff. All right, and we can't mess with something that's septic. All right, and things like that. So, um, I'm about as advanced as you will ever see as a military doctor and like a strategist, in my world. All right, and then those people were in another world, while we were dealing with disasters and terrible things going on, and we had to learn, um, you know, to the best of our abilities how to combat that. All right, but something that's like abrasive and heavily leaded, well, you can't combat that. All right, I can. All right, you know what I'm saying? You can't just show up and start fighting a blitzkrieg tank. All right, I can do that. All right, I'm already doing that. All right, and then actually having to understand what can go on with a gas giant. All right, and then a heavy metal wreck. Of ships and stuff like that, and abrasive metal bending and maritime laws, and then we are also dealing with something that is very similar to magnetic poles and weather. And if we pick up a black magic storm, then we got to put a